A significant occurrence in Operation Hadinke area of responsibility during the period under review is the case of abduction. This is how it occurred. On the 3rd of March, troops received information from the coordinator of Borno State Emergency Management Agency. The information was about suspected abduction of an unknown number of internal displaced persons by terrorists in Gaboru Ngala local government area of Borno State. Afterwards, preliminary investigation revealed that the internally displaced persons left camp to undisclosed locations to fetch firewood, which was beyond the permissible distance approved of 5 to 7 kilometers from their camp. Now, these internally displaced persons did not notify the camp authorities of their movement. It was later that same night, at about 20-30 hours at night, when the IDPs did not return to camp, that alarm was raised as to the possible abduction by terrorists. It was at this stage that troops were notified of the incident. The standard practice was for troops to be notified prior to any movement of the internally displaced persons beyond permissible distance of 5 to 7 kilometers from their camp. So the IDPs were told reportedly went beyond the permissible distance to get firewood as a result of the deforestation around their camp. Now, these terrorists abducted 112 of the internally displaced persons in the process. Nevertheless, effort is ongoing to get back these hostages, and like I mentioned earlier, we will not rest until every single one of them gets back. Now, another significant occurrence happened in Operation Haderindaji during the period under review. And this occurrence is the second case of abduction. The details are as follows. On the 9th of March, terrorists invaded and kidnapped 16 pupils, otherwise called Almajiris, with a woman in Gada, local government area of Sokoto State. The incident took place at about 0100 hours, which otherwise known as 1 a.m. And it was not reported to troops until about 1500 hours, otherwise 3 p.m. of the same day. Now, the late reporting of this incident affected troops' response time in the ongoing search and rescue effort. And like I mentioned earlier, we will not rest until every single one of the kidnapped hostages is returned. Overall, troops of Operation Haderindaji, in the conduct of offensive operations during the week, neutralized 26 terrorists and rescued 15 kidnapped hostages. There was also another significant occurrence during the week in Operation Wild Punch area of responsibility, and this is the third case of abduction. The details are as follows. On the 7th of March, troops received information that terrorists had invaded LEA school in Chipun local government area of Kaduna State. The report indicated that they had abducted unconfirmed number of pupils. Now, this incident was reported barely an hour or two after it occurred, and similarly, like in the other two cases, troops had no prior knowledge of the activity that was going to go on in the school and was not notified timely in order to respond adequately in search and rescue. Nevertheless, we will not rest until these hostages are returned. Overall, troops of Operation Wild Punch, in the conduct of its offensive operations during the week, neutralized 17 terrorists, arrested 42 of them, and rescued 9 kidnapped hostages.